Hello, beautiful souls of this community, welcome. I hope you had a beautiful holiday season so far and enjoying the time in between Christmas and New Year's. My name is Lori Voss, and I'm here today to give you a little bit of inspiration on how to eat some more dark leafy greens that are super healthy for our digestion, for our liver, for natural detoxing. You don't have to do super harsh detoxes in order to be detoxing on a regular basis. And yes, I want to share with you my best tip on how to eat those dark leafy greens like kale, Swiss chard. There's another one, I don't even know the name of it, but I've seen it in the markets here. I'll post a picture of it after. It tastes very similar to kale, but it has longer, skinnier leaf. Kale tends to spread out more. This one grows quite a bit more straight. Also, Brussels sprouts is another, it's not such a dark leafy green, but it's in this category of helping to cleanse our system. So the best tip that I have, because I have been on a healing protocol for the last 2 months, and one of the things I had to do was incorporate more leafy greens into my diet, and they have to be cooked, warm cooked ones, and not fried, sorry, not roasted, not baked. If you fry it, you can saute it on a light fry like that, but not using an air fryer or where it gets like a crispy, dark, or gets, crispy, because we still want the water content in it, okay? The water content is gonna help our body as well. If you're watching this on a replay, please type in #replay. It lets other people know that I'm here. Definitely say hi. If you have any questions, let me know. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe, because it also boosts the algorithm for me and for others too. So yes, back to today's life hack, serious life hack. I have never eaten so many greens in my entire life, I am pretty sure, as I have in the last 2 months of my life, and I am loving it. Right now, my Thermomix here, I have steaming in here some beautiful kale, and I will be eating it very soon as this video is over. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to show you what I'm doing to make these more palatable. The greens by themselves can be quite challenging to just eat. They're a little bit bitter taste, quite strong. A lot of people, I feel, complain about eating those kinds of greens, even though we know there's a health benefit. So my best tip is something sour tasting. It complements the bitter taste of the vegetable itself, and it's so good. It's so delicious. If you try it, let me know. I'm really curious to see how you feel that works for you. I strongly recommend water saute or steaming the dark leafy greens before eating them. And I usually steam them in my steamer for about 20-25 minutes, and it gets to a nicer texture. And yeah, so what I'm going to show you today is a really simple recipe on a vinaigrette or vinaigrette. It's a variation of a Brazilian recipe that I know goes well with Brazilian beans, and also this dark green that they eat there as well. So I've already just chopped up tomato and onion. Basically, you can also use purple onion, it's okay. You want to just have the texture or the color that it's like a nice mixture, not overly red. You want to see a nice amount of onion in there as well. I could probably even add a little bit more onion in here if I wanted, but it's up to you. But a nice mixture in terms of what it looks like. You could also add some cucumber in there if you feel like, or some green pepper works nice, but I really like just the simple tomato and onion. It's very beautiful, really simple. And to make the actual vinaigrette is olive oil. So you want to have always, if you can, organic and cold pressed olive oil. This is best. I don't do a lot of measuring in my kitchen, as you probably know if you've watched my videos. Just drizzling some on here. You can always add more after. You can be pretty liberal with it, adding quite a decent amount, but also you can always add more later. So we want to be careful. That's the best way when we're just creating and moving through the kitchen about going with the recipes as they are. And tomatoes already have some sour taste in them, but we want to increase that with adding some vinegar. I have here apple cider vinegar. Regular white vinegar is okay. Brown rice vinegar is okay. Basically any kind of vinegar is okay. Although I haven't tried like red wine vinegar. I don't have that in my kitchen. I don't really use it. Just not my flavor, not my taste. Again, with the vinegar, putting a little bit in, and then you can always add more. Mixing that up, I see already mine is looking like I could use a little bit more olive oil because it looks dry. You want to have a nice, you want it to have that saucy, it's not sauce, but there's a nice wetness to the vinaigrette in here. And basically mixing that around a little bit, and again, sneeze. My nose is itching a little bit. Hopefully that can hold off for another few minutes. I'm going to put also just a little bit more apple cider vinegar. I haven't tasted it yet, but just based on appearance. And you'll get to know that. That's why just adding a little bit, then you can kind of check the taste, see where it's at, if you need more sour or salt or olive oil flavor. So this is looking pretty good for me. You can see there's a little bit mixture there accumulating, the juiciness. We're getting nice in there, mixing that. Then just adding some salt. Pink Himalayan salt is good. I don't usually put black salt in here. Usually black salt I would just sprinkle on the top for a little bit extra added life force, because we're always looking for really getting that life force nutrition in our diet and our food, and having that energetic embodiment of that life force that we want to have internally and externally, right? I put probably, I'm not entirely sure how much this little scoop is. I'm using it regularly, probably a quarter of a teaspoon of salt that just went in here. And oregano is really nice. This is an extra, it's not necessary, but I really like the oregano flavor added to it. You could also have dried basil or just a regular Italian spice mix as well is possible to taste good, but not necessary. Olive oil, salt, and vinegar are the three that are going to taste really good with the mixture of onions and tomatoes. That's your base. And basically what I do is, when these greens are going to be ready, which is in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, I'm going to take them out, put them on my plate. I sprinkle, or I put this vinaigrette on the top with some of the juices running through. Maybe I add a little bit more black salt on there, and it's so beautiful, it's so delicious. I've also eaten it with some bread and made kind of like a bruschetta with that as well, because you've got the tomatoes and the onion taste, and just adding the greens in there, it just adds that extra beautiful benefit for your body. And of course, as always, if you have fresh sprouts on hand, that's again a super life booster, life force booster right there. These are radish sprouts, a little bit spicy ones. I'm going to add those as well and mix them all in, and it's just the opportunity for me, and now you, because you have this life hack, to eat more beautiful dark leafy greens in your life, because they are so beneficial and so healthy. And if you are in the winter season, this is something that should be locally available to you, or most likely is locally available to you. So it's also a good opportunity to really tap into the local market as well. I'm just gonna have a little taste of this. Tastes perfect, absolutely beautiful. And like I say, you just kind of play with the taste a little bit. Oh, it's so good. Adding a little bit of more vinegar if you need, or salt, and starting with lesser amounts, adding up. And the beauty of this is also the raw onion in there is a beautiful prebiotic, helping your body to feed that bacteria, the good bacteria in our bellies, in our gut microbiome. So there's so many benefits of taking this style of eating into a daily habit. I hope this video finds you well. Looking forward to sharing more with you in the new year as we get there. I hope you had a good holiday, and I wish you all the best coming into the new year, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.